window just popped up. Okay, what I wanted to do this week was a little bit different. So normally I come on once a week, and this week I'm going to come on for a shorter period of time, all 5 days. So this is going to be a 5-part weight loss series, and today is going to be about um, stopping with the diet and powders, pills. Okay, they're not serving you. They may help you a little bit, but I'm going to tell you a deeper reason why they're not actually fixing the problem. Okay, so the other day, so that's today. The other days are going to be your conscious brain is a liar, myths of weight loss, tips to lose weight efficiently and effectively, and emotional intuitive eating. So these are really important factors that I want you to really listen to. So they're going to be short and digestible. So I would love for you to comment hashtag replay if you are watching this on replay. And as always, ask me questions. Okay. So again, today is day one. I'm going to come on at about the same time every day. Today is stop with the diet, pills, and powders already. Okay. So again, I'm Erica with EG Body and Mind Transformations. This is super important because I see people fail all the time because they don't have the whole picture. Okay, so I've been in the health industry for a long time, and I see people fail all of the time with their health and weight loss goals. Because remember, this is not always about weight loss. Weight loss is ultimately what's going to happen once you get healthy, right? But people are looking for weight loss, but what you really want is something more. Okay, so why is everybody failing at their health and weight loss goals? So, well, it starts with getting all excited about what the new thing is, right? What your friend is doing, what the TV says. You tough it out for a few weeks and then you quit and you feel like a failure again. And this is so sad to keep seeing over and over and over again. Everyone gets all excited about the new thing and then they quit in like 3 weeks. Maybe a little bit longer. Everybody's a little bit different. There's a reason why. Okay. You've made it so hard to start with, or massively confusing, and restrictive diets, or it's way too easy, like pill popping, okay, or taking a powder. And what does that teach you? Absolutely nothing. It teaches you nothing. It teaches you to take a pill every single day for the rest of your life. People don't seem to realize this. This is like putting a band aid on the problem. Okay. This is why pills and powders do not work long term. Okay. So, what about those deeper reasons why you got this way in the first place? There's no judgment here, it's just awareness. This is all based off of human behavior psychology. Okay. And I see posts all of the time about the pain that people are going through. And the common theme is their weight loss came off quickly. It was fairly easy, but they gain it all back and sometimes more because it taught them nothing about what's going on inside. It doesn't teach you the reason why you grab for the snack food all day, typically at night. Most people have night snacking. That's not necessarily good for us. Sometimes people eat carrots, but that's like a rare bird, right? There's no planning, so there's no healthy meal because there's no thought process. It's just you've literally learned nothing. You've learned to take a pill. You haven't learned how to think ahead. You haven't learned how to organize your life. You haven't learned how to be healthy, right? Except for putting a band aid on. And look at the weekends. You can be all good all weekend or all week long, and then the weekends come. What happens? The wheels fall off because you're good all week. This is you. This is in the head, right? You've been good all week, and now you're going to reward yourself. That is a huge red flag. This is where that programming came in since we were children. This is a form of self-sabotage, and it's rooted in the desire to feel something other than what you are feeling at that moment. It's a way, it's a diversion, it's a distraction. And this is, again, there's no judgment here. This is normal. This is how our brain works. But the good thing is there's a way to unwire it by doing this in reverse, right? That you can just do the same process by breaking the habit. Habits are formed, it's psychology. Okay? But pills and powders are not going to help you with that. Again, you will lose a little bit of weight. You may lose a lot of weight at first, but then what? Is it worth it? Is it worth feeling like utter crap that you've gained it all back? That it's never going to work for you? That's a bunch of crap. And I'm so tired of the diet industry feeding it over and over and over again. So that's not the point, right? The point is not to lose weight short term. It's long term weight loss coming through you being healthy on the inside. And this means your brain. Now, I don't mean any kind of like, I'm all for gut supplements. Don't get me wrong. I love gut supplements. We need to have a stronger gut. Okay. Our gut had been destroyed ever since we were kids. We've been fed nothing but sugar and antibiotics, especially if you are a Gen Xer, right? It was all antibiotics and nothing but sugary cereals and ice cream after dinner. And we were set up to be destroyed. Okay. We are so screwed up for those, just even that. And you wonder why people can't stick to anything consistently because they reward themselves with food and they have no idea how to adjust for it on their vacations, on a holiday, because it's not addressing the deeper emotional connection that is happening in your brain. The unconscious programming has been drilled into us since childhood. We don't even think about it. That's why it's called the unconscious brain, right? We're not thinking about it. Our conscious brain is doing all of the talking, and the subconscious brain is just there to get us out of trouble, right? But it's not getting us, it's getting us into trouble right then and there to avoid that pain. It's not serving us in the long run. Again, this is why. So I want you to ask yourself, why do you truly believe you can't lose weight? If this is something that's rolling around in your head. Let's give it a second. If you want to share it in the comments box, go ahead and share it. Hey, Deshawn, how are you? Oh, it's so great to see you. I want you to think about that. So your first answer is going to be a lie or extremely superficial. So keep asking yourself until you get a deeper reason why. Nobody thinks deep enough, and this is why everyone's getting themselves in trouble with health. Now ask yourself again, do you have strong cravings? Do you think about food a lot? Do you start and stop things and wonder why you can't stick with it? Do you know what to do, but you just don't do it? Do you feel guilty when you eat the food? What I mean by the food is the bad food, right? So there's really no good or bad food, and this is what I teach my clients, but you're labeling it as bad. So when you label something as bad, guess what? You're that kid with the cookie jar, right? That mom just told you not to go into. So your hand's going right in there. So that's the basic psychology behind that in a nutshell. Okay? And do you look at yourself with disgust? People use these words that they feel gross and feel disgusting. They just feel like they're out of their skin. That is something deeper inside. And just because you're getting like thinness is not going to fix this. Thinness is going to make me feel more confident superficially, but there's still a lot more going on, right? Now, getting smaller, right? I want you to think about it becoming healthier, okay? Anytime you make steps in the direction for weight loss, you are making steps in the right direction for health, right? And health will make you feel better. And when you feel better, you make more long term choices that make sense and align with what you want to do with your life. Okay, so if you answered yes to any of those questions, those are all red flags. Okay, if those thoughts are not addressed, no pill or powder will save you unless you plan on taking it for the rest of your life to maintain. And then I don't even know, honestly, I don't know if there's even one person in the whole world who's taken the same diet pill or the same supplement for their entire life. So there's no data, right? There's no data. Again, it's not like I'm saying gut pills are important. Okay, I'm not anti everything. It's just anti quick fix. I don't like quick fixes. They don't serve us. Okay, and I love shakes. Like if I'm gonna have a shake, though, I'm gonna make it myself. I'm gonna make it with fruits and vegetables. I'm gonna make it with a good fat and protein powder. So you don't have to have all the fancy stuff out there if you don't want to. Just bam, it's done in like 5 minutes. So you see, if that new fad or thing that is all the rage doesn't work, there's a lot of sadness, right? There's a lot of giving up, and that's reinforced every single time you try it, even though it's the same thing, hoping for a different result. But then you feel like something's wrong with you because it's not working for you and you're seeing that it's working for everybody else. Well, is that true? Do you know that they didn't gain that weight back as soon as they stopped that? They're just commenting in a second in time, right? 1 second in time, that person is saying all of the stuff that went really well for them. Did you check in with them a month from now? 6 months from now? Well, I know the stories because I mean health and weight loss. They gain it back. Some people find a way out, but that's because they have learned they're a different type of person. They have learned how to make the goals and the attitudes and the behaviors stick. Okay. But most people cannot do this. So this is just a little overview. Again, every day I'm going to pop in and tell you a little bit about. So tomorrow is going to be Your Brain is a Liar. And if this resonates with you, or if you want to connect on some level, I do offer free 15-minute calls that we're going to just quick hop on the phone, nothing for sale. It's just talking about your journey and get some clarity. Because sometimes that's all you need, is to just talk to someone who knows what they're doing, to get it all out and to have the thought process going, and not seeing all the stuff that's happening on Facebook. Because remember, Facebook is false, right? Everybody puts all the good stuff out there and barely puts any of the bad stuff out there. So it's hard to see the stories that don't work. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm Erica Golchin with EG Wellness Body and Mind Transformations, and there are some links in the description if you want to reach out for a clarity call, and there's some other goodies over there too. So again, thanks for listening. I will be back tomorrow night. All right, have a good one.